He was best friends with my other son. He only came here because my other son was here.
Harriet Cooley, who lives in the Woodmere subdivision in Jefferson Parish, was still visibly shaken up after a shooting in the 3700 block of Clover Lane claimed the life of one man, 20-year-old Stacy Johnson Jr., and left her 19-year-old son hospitalized with a gunshot wound to the hip. JPSO officials said officers were dispatched to the neighborhood just after 12:45 a.m. Tuesday morning after reports of gunshots. Cooley says her Nissan Armada SUV and her husband's car, pictured here, were both parked in the driveway last night when she heard what she says sounded like a cannon.
And I heard like 20 rounds. And when I heard it, I tried to wake everybody up that was still inside. And I went from room to room.
Cooley says a white Pontiac G6 was parked here near her home. She says when she walked to the curb, she saw 20-year-old Stacy Johnson Jr. lying on the ground.
A pool of blood streaming from his head, and I could hear him taking his last breaths. And I'm like, Stacy, stay with me. Stay with me, Stacy.
When officers arrived, Johnson was pronounced dead at the scene. Cooley said neighbors told her that her 19-year-old son ran across the street and through this backyard and had collapsed on the next street. Cooley's husband got into their bullet-riddled SUV and picked up their son from around the corner and transported him to the hospital. Police said his injuries were not life-threatening and he is expected to survive. Cooley said she stayed behind with Johnson as he laid next to the bullet-filled Pontiac G6. She said the vehicle didn't belong to Johnson, but was being driven by an unidentified man who was also outside with Johnson and her 19-year-old son when the shooting occurred. JPSO officials said a semi-automatic handgun was on the back seat of the vehicle, as well as several bags of what police believe to be was marijuana. Cooley says she feels that Johnson just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I know that that was not meant for him.
JPSO investigators say they have not yet established a motive or identified any suspects. Anyone with information in this matter is asked to call the Homicide Division at 504-364-5300, or you can contact Crime Stoppers at 504-822-1111.